feels exclusive tusinzira okubanga tukuweereza wakola kyamanyi gwe ya subscribe nga kumukutu gagade we tusinzira okubanga ate tukusembereza ensonga semasonga asesonza abeerawo mu kubanga ate ankuleetera ebyokya n'ebitambula mu ggwanga lyattu Uganda n'osobola okubanga ate obyekkanya wabula nga ate mu kaseera kano wondabira ku screen yo ate munanga ensonga zo zatabuse dda oba osobola okugamba nti zikabyamuko ku maziga ku side eno ey'ekibiina ekya National Unity Platform nga wenjogerera ate munanga Deputy President omukyala Malina mu kaseera kano avuddeyo nattotola akana n'akataano ku ebyo ebyamutuusibwako ng'ate munange ali mu nkomyo abaganda balina olugero lugamba nti ate ekkomera ge yeena yakunsi wabula ate omukyala avuddeyo n'abeera nga akakasiza ddala ekyo basajja bakulu kye bayogerako nti nedda ate munange ebibeera eri ate munange byo bikabya bitwaliramu n'obulamu okusinziira ku ki kyayogeddeko jjukirako tate munange mabega wiiki ng'emu n'ekitundu yavayoko n'abeera nga ate munange ku podcast ya National Unity Platform ayogerako ku ebyo ate munange ebyamutuusibwako basajja bakulu engeri gye bamulumbamuko ebingi ebyamusuubizibwa na biki ebyatuusibwako abo abamuli ku lusegere alina abavubuka babiri byatutegeezako nti ate baasibibwa obundooya ne basibibwa amayinja ku magulu ne basuulibwa mu mugga Nile akale nno bo obulamu ne bugenda bwe butyo wabula ate abyatotodde olwaleero nsobola okugamba ate munange abiyungulamuko ne kuziga bw'oba tolisted video osobola okuba nga ate munange ogyosonyiwa agawa omutima omunafu oba nakunyumiza wabula ate agenda kubambikuwa osobola okubanga obyekkanya kyokka ng'ate nga sinaba kubanga mbukuwaako nyongera kujjukiza anti Sheikh Ashraf Demba akugamba nti musaale nnyo mu mbeera okuba ate munange ajjanjaba wamu n'okuba nti ate agonjoola ebizu byonna ebyolekera mu bulamu bwo ng'akusomera dduwa kitabo kitukuvu kulankyakwesa n'abeera nga ate munange obulamu abuzza mu nteeko mukoneko ku namba y'essimu gy'olaba ate munange ensimbi ya 11 ku screen yo asobola okuba nga ate akuvumula ebizu byonna ebyolekera mu bulamu bwo toganja toweebwa ensimbi zikuyita mu ngalo agendayoko mu kisibo kino ate munange ekiri mu kuggwako asobola okuba nga akulombera ku dduwa atogenda kuba nga ate munange wejjusa okujja kuba nti oddayo buzi akuba nti ate weebaza ogenda kuba onzikiriza nkugireko ku nsonga ze ate munange zitambulidde ku luuyi lw'eno omukyala Malina ate Deputy President wa His Excellency Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu jjukira bulungi ate munange akyalira ku nsiko wabula ate ye afunye omukisa n'agenda mu Law Society oba neesobola okubanga emwanyiriza asobola okubanga attotola akana n'akataano akwebyo ebyamutuusibwako wabula ate akankugirewo omusajja ate munange His Excellency Secretary General osobola okubanga wekkanya engeri gy'akwasaganyizaamuko ku nsonga zino yamwanjudde ate mukulekere osobola okubanga omwekkanya
abalungi abatuwuliriza era abatulaba olunaku olwaleero tukyaddeko ewa Sheikh Ashraf Dembe
sebo nsanyusa okubalaba amannya agange ye Sheikh Ashraf Dembe akola ku bizibu by'enjawulo omuntu singa aba alina ebirwadde musomereddwa tumuwa amazzi ga lukuya nga bw'obadde ogalaba tugenda abantu ku kyoto ne twokya emizimu emibi egibabaamu n'okulomba edduwa abantu singa abeera ng'ali wano atuuse nsobola okumulombera edduwa ne waba atatuuse nga mpadde amannya ge naye ng'ali wala maneetaaze enamba yange yeno eri 0707363711 namwe bannyinaffe abali ebweru oyagala okuba nti oyagala okulombera ku dduwa ng'olina ebizibu viza zibuze amaka gakolongotana sente zikola zimpita mu ngalo ojja kumpeereza ekifaananyi kyo n'amanyago ebyo byokka bijja kummala nja kukulombera edduwa ojja kutereera olunaku olusembayo mu mwezi mba n'edduwa eyawamu ffenna n'abalwadde bange abakadde n'abapya. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Who is not with us today, but I believe he's watching us from wherever he is. On behalf of the National Unity Platform, and indeed our president, who is not a missing person, but definitely not everywhere you would want him to be, because of the challenges in our country, we really want to appreciate Uganda Law Society for recognizing Malina, as we call her. Malina is always there, and she's always a very, very big delight for all of us who know her. And you all know the challenges she has had to go through. You've heard her illustrious career as a great fighter for social justice, for the rule of law, for human rights. But she put all that aside to join the trenches, to be with us in fighting for freedom and democracy. So we want to appreciate you, Mama. We celebrate you in every possible way. When we first interacted with Mama Lina, she told us she was bringing on board 3 Gs: gender, generation, and geography. And she has lived true to her word. She represents everything you'd want in a mother. She's always giving us guidance, advice, and all these things. So we celebrate you, Mama, and we're really glad that Uganda Law Society, out of the millions of women out there, has decided to award and recognize Mama Lina Zedriga Waru Abuku. So we celebrate you so much, and at this point I want to invite you to come and give your acceptance speech.
The President, Uganda Law Society, the Radical New Bar, and also my very, very close friend, as you are virtually with us, the entire Uganda Law Society fraternity, and my dear sister, with humility, you are able to come and receive me with your entire team, the Secretary General, within your very busy and tight schedule. You left everything and you are here as show of commitment and solidarity. The members of Parliament present and one of my mentees, Honorable Flavia Kalule, in a special way you inspired me to join MOOC. You recruited me in a special way. And my daughter, Lillian Drabo, she is my daughter. I'm very humbled, and each one of you present, and my colleague, Her Excellency the Deputy President in charge of Western Uganda. We were reduced into numbers. She's 006. She only had one to have in Kabale. I have 3 numbers. 007, that is Gulu 1, on the 6th of, then I was transferred to Uganda, to Luzira. And, I'm emotional about all what you have done and stated about me. To Luzira Women Prison, I was given the number 024 of 26. And then I was taken back to Gulu. I lost the first number, and I got to 012 of 26. So you can see how we are reduced into numbers and why this day is very, very critical for us. All protocol observed. I see Norbert, and I'm very emotionally attached because it has a lot of connection to this. And Ondu James, who has just come out. Please come. This young man dedicated whatever it takes. Very vocal on social media from Tororo. He submits very brilliantly, and I think you were released yesterday, but what? Yeah, yesterday, but what? And spent so many days. He would be beaten and he would kneel, the blood just drips. His crime is covering and also being in solidarity and very active member in the struggle. And he's here today. He's all covered with wounds. You can see the resilience. And of course, my colleagues and the panelists here, present, Dr. Sylvia, today, I actually didn't want to come. I was still recovering. I was still wanting to keep in my full safety. But thanks to the Radical New Bar, they got me out. And one, Moses was, Moses? Yes. The communications manager? Adam made sure that I was physically here. I also want to recognize in a special way, Lemmy, this young man is my son. Professionally, he is fearless. So, and each one of you I recognize. In the interest of time, I am so grateful to the Uganda Law Society for this amazing, for this once in a lifetime, for this coveted prize and award that you felt I was worthy. I'm really very, very grateful. And I'm very grateful to the entire women's movement, FIDA Uganda, Forum for Women Democracy, the Women Democracy Network, severally and individually, Peria Rituals, Honorable Jamwas, people, women who defied the intimidation at Luzira Gate to come and physically see me. And of course, I made sure I also didn't disappoint them because they thought I would come and radicals are radicals everywhere. And also I want to thank my family members, my children, my daughter Consolate, who left her job and came to be here at a high risk. My sons, biological and adopted. I want to thank the entire Ugandans who associated, who went to their churches and mosques and places of worship. Everybody worshipped and cried to the Lord. I want to thank each one of you. And let us continue with that spiritual warfare. I also want to thank my president, who first and foremost had the courage to appoint me and unveiled me together with the Secretary General here present and also Honorable Flavia, with whom we delivered our first task by delivering food during COVID. Yes. I would have loved that he was physically here, but we understand the circumstances, and it makes us more resilient, and it makes us grow together, and it also makes me in my heart to be inspired to continue to allude and sing the people power anthem. It's very, very critical to us. Your Excellency and your beloved family, I want to thank you for taking that vote of confidence in me and appointing me, and also reappointing me for my second term. When I started this journey, it has always been a struggle. My mother, may her soul rest in peace, told me even my birth was a struggle. That's why I was called Driwaro. I was always struggling for justice. Yes. So, I would like specifically for today that where did I get this resilience? And I got it from my socialization from 1961, the only girl in the family, following two boys. 1975, I went to Sacred Heart Gulu. But before Gulu, in 1974, when I start my when I start my primary level in Ebyaliwo Primary School, don't Google it because it doesn't exist. I was the only girl. I passed so well. Yeah, I studied for those others who had dropped off because I grew more like a tomboy without breasts, very hard, very hard and tiny. Emaciated, I should have said, but of course, it helped me since I didn't get to be mature, to be a woman enough to be married off. So I was sent off like a half boy, half a man, half a girl to secondary school in a missionary school in Gulu. And from there, I rediscovered why I needed to study harder. 1978, SAT examination. And all of this I was doing for the many girls who had dropped out of school. I was doing it for them. I was also doing it to respond to my mother's call. I do not read. It is time for you to go and read for me and go and explore the world out there. Indeed, today is a manifestation when you set your goals, when you pray, when you have the right association by choice, not by chance. We don't have to associate by chance. We don't have to associate because I'm going to benefit something from you, but rather that you have the values. I also want to dedicate this to the many women who continue to run amidst the hostile environment, political environment. And with me present is our flag bearer for Makerere University. Come! Your name? Kadodi Gracious, very fresh, and with all these hostilities, she is still bearing the flag and running for the presidency. So thank you so much, Kadodi. So in all seriousness, this award means the world to me and my family and my party. And the timing. This award means the world to Uganda. Those who believe in the struggle. This award means the world to the women, hundreds of them, thousands of them, beaten. And those who are in prison, the Olivia Lutayas. Our director was in the 2 different prisons within 2 weeks. Gulu and Luzira, women prison. There are women out there who are really innocent. Their crime was to own land and resist in Apa. There are many, many. And also for those who paid the price of seeking good governance, of celebrating their identity. And also those who are being shut down. They are being threatened. They are being reduced into numbers. May this award inspire, reignite, re-energize us and our agenda to be Ugandans by choice, to be women and celebrate our identity, to send hope when they have sent fear to knock at our doors and our hearts. May this be a day we really understand what being free means. May we never compromise it. I end by dedicating this award to us all in the struggle, to Mother Mary, who never left us and never leaves us, to Mary, the one who inspires us, the one who keeps us, and also to all those that are practicing their faith. To my sisters, the Muslims, continue to pray, because we have one sister who inspired us. She's called Free Uganda that we all want. Thank you very much.